Okay, we're back. We're back with Battle Factory Doubles. On a little bit of a win streak here at 70. My PB is 127. The PB was set with the use of the Buddy, which I'm not using this time. I would like to get past the PB. Obviously, the world record is a long way away. A successful stream is probably only reaching 84 or maybe 91, depending on a good draft. Yeah, we're just gonna go in. We're just gonna go in and do it. I need to open my team info document so I can display that on stream as well. So yeah, as always, the information for the draft and for the Pokemon I'm using is going to be on the right-hand side of the screen. And hopefully it's easy to understand. Let's get going. Factory doubles. Less pressure on this one than on the current single streak, which is quite long at this point. I'll be playing singles tomorrow. So doubles is a little bit different to singles in the sense that we're after slightly different Pokemon. Water type spec and high risk, so that does imply the presence of Mirror Coat, Counter. There's a few double edges. There's also a few water Pokemon with Oko moves like Horndrill and Sheer Cold, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a scary one. So yeah, in doubles we're less interested in the typically good water electric kind of backbone that you want in singles. Doubles is more about finding two fast, hard-hitting Pokemon that complement each other in the front, ideally with an Earthquake, and then in the back something solid, which is not Credilli 4. Okay, it's Gramble 4. I mean, Gramble with the Ivy advantage is a bit of a more realistic option, but being slow in doubles is so bad. Like Credilli and Gramble both have this issue where if they're on the field and their partner can't take out one of the enemies could just both target them down. At least Gramble has Intimidate though. Okay, and it's Espeon 2 back from singles last week. Espeon 2 is a weird set. It's got attack investment, no special attack. Yes, we do have that. There's a translation thing in the Discord. Okay. Starmie 4. Starmie might want to go in the back with Recover. We are Natural Cure though. Perhaps it is in the front. Lumberry leads are very consistent. Okay, I'm hoping that there's not another good Psychic. Okay, that's an interesting mix-up. Gengar is interesting that even though Gengar 3 doesn't really need the speed, the fact that it has Quick Claw, because the Quick Claw is a global activation in Gen 3, it's actually protection against enemy Quick Claw users, so enemy Quick Claw users only have a 10% chance of outspeeding Gengar 3. It's over 20% because there's a speed tie with the Quick Claw. And Claydol, okay. It is very tempting to lead Claydol Gengar with the explosion option. Put Starmie in the back. I'm not too weak into Ghost. The biggest, scariest Ghost in the Frontier is Gengar itself. After that, there aren't really anything in Gen 4 that would Gen 3 that would scare me as a Gen 4 Ghost type, which is scary. It's just a shame that Starmie and Gengar have so much coverage overlap. I can't imagine that it's Espeon. I struggle to believe that it would ever be Espeon, I guess. What I could do is lead Starmie, Gengar, Claydol. The advantage of leading Starmie and Claydol together is that anything that's trying to hit a Psychic type is more likely to attack Starmie than Claydol, because Starmie is less bulky. So what I can do then is if I want to explode, I can simply switch Starmie out and explode. And it reduces the chance of Claydol being taken out. But that said, the Pokemon that target Starmie over Claydol are similar to the Pokemon that was target Gengar over Claydol as well. And Gengar already being on the field is quite significant in the sense that there are some Pokemon I want to assist down. Skill swap also isn't unthinkable. Thanks, Dennis. Skill swap is always a surprisingly useful move in the frontier with abilities like Volt Absorb running around. It's not great to give things Levitate, but I don't have to Earthquake. I think it's going to be Gengar, Claydol, Starmie. I just can't see anything else that makes sense here. So yeah, we have a above average draft. We shouldn't have to swap again. In the factory, you do not want to swap, generally, because the Pokemon you swap for... Is it really expired? Oh, hold on. I can't create a link because Discord's down. I'm pretty sure that link is indefinite. What was I saying? I was saying that in general in the factory you don't want to swap because enemy Pokemon have an IV glitch where they have 3 IVs instead of 31. So the swap isn't very favourable for the player. Normally you swap to fix speed issues. I don't think we'll be swapping at all in this round. Yeah, Discord has been having issues for the last hour or so. It's been global. So Werelord Vaporeon. It's very likely to be Werelord 2, 3, or 4. Those all have high-risk moves. Vaporeon doesn't tell us anything, so there's got to be a high-risk Pokemon in the back as well. I'm a little bit worried about Werelord 4 Fisher. I don't want that to be around when Starmie comes out. Yeah, Discord. There's something wrong with Discord. I'm not sure what it is. I'm pretty sure I explode here. I'm pretty sure I explode here. There's nothing turning me away from that decision. What I'll do is I'll Thunderbolt Werelord. Because if the explosion is somehow blocked, I'm not sure. Like, if... I don't know how it could be blocked. I guess Werelord 4 could freeze Claydol. Claydol is, of course, usually faster, but... don't know that. So I'll explode. Okay, Quick Claw, Ice Beam. No freeze. So that's Vaporeon free. And we did a lot. Thanks, Hughes. So Vaporeon free was in the front. That doesn't really narrow it down very much. It can't be Dodrio 1, that's all we know. It should always die. There's no way of dodging the Thunderbolt. I can't create a Discord link, guys. Yeah, I can't. boom, 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 boom. Normal. High risk again. Snorlax is quite a scary Pokemon in doubles to face. I do have slight Quick Claw insurance with Gengar at least. I don't think we're ever taking any of those. Tentacle Ursaring. There are a lot of high risk moves on the table here. Obviously, Mirror Coat from Tentacle is high risk. And there's quite a lot of high risk Ursaring sets. It doesn't have to be a high risk Ursaring. And it is a normal in the back. It is very, very tempting to just explode again. What is Gengar doing? I mean, perhaps I should just Earthquake rather than explode. Because Gengar's probably Thunderbolting or Psychicking Ursaring anyway. Thunderbolt Earthquake should take out Ursaring. I don't think there's any Ursaring with a plus defense or special defense nature. So I just Thunderbolt Earthquake. There's a chance that Tentacle interferes with that. But Tentacle 4 could Hydro Pump crit Claydol, for example. But even if that happened, I would rather target Ursaring than Tentacruel, because obviously Tentacruel is not that good into Starmie. And later on in the match, I can just Psychic it down. Thanks, Riku. Yeah, let's just go for that. No reason to explode. I guess Tentacle 1 could live the Earthquake. It's the only Tentacle that could. But Tentacle 1's just gonna Icy Wind anyway. Doesn't really matter. It is Tentacle 1. Okay. I would like to kill it with Earthquake. It's definitely a range. Okay. Okay. It's Exploud last. So because it was Tentacle 1, this has to be a high-risk Exploud, I think. I don't think there's any double high-risk Ursaring. Or there's Ursaring 2, of course. Ursaring 2 is double high-risk. So it doesn't have to be that. It's quite likely to be a high-risk Exploud, though, which is the Overheat sets. I don't think I could ever lose. I'm just gonna Psychic. Just in case it somehow crits down Gengar and then I don't have to Earthquake my own Starmie. So Ice Beam confirms it being Exploud free. No type, no phrase. I don't think I'm taking any of those. They're all pretty bad. The Ursaring could have been an option, but I don't know which Ursaring set it is. It's probably a max HP one. Because Thunderbolt didn't do more than half. Could have exploded, yeah. If I explode and I kill my own Starmie, I will retire, I think. Yeah. You don't need any of those. Abby. That's a duo. That's definitely a duo. They're gonna behave really randomly, particularly the Donphan, because it can't Earthquake next to Metagross like this. And it will see Earthquake as the strongest move into Gengar. So the way that a Gen 3 AI works is that it understands... Well, no, it doesn't understand. It thinks Earthquake does damage into levitating Pokemon, and that can score for highest damaging move. But then when it actually scores the move, it does correctly understand that Levitate ignores Earthquake. It just pushes all the other attacks down to -1, basically. Yeah, Metagross, the famous Pokemon. Why is Donphan on a Aroma Lady? Is it because it has a big trunk and it can sniff? Anyway, what can go wrong here? Metagross could Quick Claw Gengar down. That would be bad. Specifically, Metagross 4. Quick Claw Psychic or Quick Claw Shadow Ball into Gengar. And I don't want to switch Starmie into a Shadow Ball. And I kind of want to Earthquake. It's not great, though. It's really not great. The fact that Gengar could just die is so bad. If Metagross 4 doesn't have a Quick Claw activation, I am fasting it with Claydol, though. I really want to Earthquake here. I kind of want to Giga Drain the Donphan and Earthquake. We leave Metagross alive doing that, but I think it's fine. I guess there's not too much to be worried about with Donphan, right? Like, it's really, really disincentivized from going for Earthquake. It's just if Starmie takes damage, you'll then see an Earthquake kill into Starmie, which is really bad, actually. So no type. So we don't know what's in the back. We're just pretty sure it's not one of those. Of course, I have a Claydol, so it can't be a ground psychic in the back anyway. I guess it's quite unlikely, because Donphan is quite likely to be high risk with Flail and Fissure. It's quite unlikely that this is a high risk Metagross. Now, the high risk Metagross sets are 1, 5, and 8. Okay, I'm going to Thunderbolt Metagross then. Thanks, Zephyr. I think I have to Thunderbolt, and I have to Earthquake. It's not good if Claydol hits Starmie with Earthquake, that's not good, but at least I live. I'm a bit worried about Donphan here. But I can just come in and Ice Beam it with Claydol, with Starmie. Ooh, that's a bulky one. Pretty sure that's Metagross 2. Sceptile. Swagger. What? 32. I think that has to be... Metagross 2 to do that much damage. It took like nothing. I think it has to be Metagross 2. Obviously, Swagger is Donphan 1. This would all line up for no phrase. Sceptile is not a problem because Starmie's always faster. It's not great. This spot is not great, though. The Confusion Self-hit damage and the Gen 3 switch in AI is gonna really trigger me on this turn, I think. I definitely can't explode. I definitely can't explode because Gengar's gonna faint. I think every single Sceptile is gonna attack Gengar. And I can't switch because Starmie gets hit by Leaf Blade then. And if Leaf Blade crits, then Starmie goes down instantly. I guess what I'm very tempted to do is just Giga Drain the Donphan and go for Psychic with Claydol. I don't see how that gets punished. Could switch out Claydol. I don't think Donphan 1 is ever surviving this turn. Right, let's lock in Giga Drain. I think I'm just going to Psychic it. Actually, I'm going to Psychic Donphan in case something goes wrong. Yeah. I think every single Sceptile set is going to Leaf Blade or Aerial Ace. I guess Sceptile 4 could Crunch, and then Gengar still dies after the heal. Okay, it's Leaf Blade. I do now win. Unless that's Sceptile 4, it's very, very unlikely. It's not Sceptile 1. Sceptile 4 only possible to win with the huge luck from Bright Powder, of course. Okay, and we get lucky on the Confuse Ray as well. It's an awful stench, Abby says. Abby is a known hater of factory players. Yeah, Sceptile 4 would have gone for Crunch on that last turn, so it's not Sceptile 4. Dark type. Slow and steady Dark type. That's a bit of an unusual one. Of course, this is open level, which does mean Tyranitar is in the mix. But slow and steady Dark type normally means Umbreon. Specifically Umbreon 3 and 4. Very likely. The slow and steady, for the people wondering, slow and steady is moves like Confuse Ray, Toxic, Leech Seed, Spore, Thunder Wave, so on. I guess Houndoom has Will-O-Wisp. That can be another slow and steady move. We could take, if this was the final match, I could take Metagross. But I don't want to have Metagross 2 sticking around for multiple games. I'd rather stick, I think. I'm a little bit worried about T-Tar. It would specifically, the fear would be a Quick Claw Tyranitar, specifically. Or a Bright Powder 1. T-Tar 1 and 2 are Bright Powder. It's the free IV, makes it way easier. Yep. The phrases are like a little bit of a hint. Honestly, I think the Gen 4 type hint being a much bigger hint because of the ways that ties work. And the fact that the Gen 4 opponents have item claws when the Gen 3 don't. I think you get a similar amount of information, really. But the free IV opponents make it way easier. I don't think I'm swapping. I am a little bit worried about Dark type, though. Obviously, all of my Pokemon are weak to Dark. Like, what's the worst Dark type that could come out? I would say it would be Houndoom. Against the Houndoom lead, I might have to sacrifice Starmie and Earthquake. But then Houndoom 1 and 3 are not necessarily going to attack Gengar anyway. It's only the Crunch Houndooms that would go and attack Gengar on turn 1. I think I'm probably doing that. There is not a great plan against Tyranitar no matter what I do. Even if I swap out Gengar, I'm still a bit vulnerable to the Quick Claw lines. And without Gengar, I'm slower. And Metagross 2 is not fast. I think I'm sticking. Is it Elena that says that? It is. I'm slowly getting a hang of the Gen 3 trainers. It is Houndoom. It's very, very annoying. Like, slow and steady, it's more likely to be 1 and 4 Houndoom. Houndoom 4 and Houndoom 2 will crunch Gengar. Actually, sometimes they'll go for the fire move. Fire Blast and Overheat will also be rolls with a modest nature on Gengar. I think I go Starmie and Earthquake. What's annoying about that is that Umbreon could easily confuse Ray Claydol. Da, 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 da. So I guess I could blow up. Switch to Starmie and blow up. It'll then be a Gengar 1v1 against a random Pokemon that I don't know what it is. It could be another Dark type. It can't be a high risk one. It can't be... If it is Houndoom 4, it can't be a Weather Pokemon as well. Yeah, Dark type is quite rare in Gen 3. I think I would rather go for Earthquake than Explosion. Claydol and Gengar together in a 2v2 against a Umbreon that took an Earthquake and another random Pokemon. I think that's better. Even if Claydol does get confused, which is what I'm scared of here. Is there a clever alternative? I guess the alternative is that I could Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball Houndoom. Gengar Feint. That doesn't seem great to me, really. I'm going to go for it. I don't see another option. There's no clever skill swap line here. If the final Pokemon is slow... I guess what's annoying about this actually is that Gengar could be Confuse Raid by Umbreon as well. But in that case, I can just explode as long as the final Pokemon is also slower than Claydol. Yeah, let's get rid of Starmie. Starmie will live if it's Fire Blast or Overheat. The worst line here would actually be it not being Houndoom 1 or 4, maybe. Sorry, 2 or 4. Okay, Crunch. It mostly matters what Umbreon is going to do. Hypno. Okay, Shadow Ball is good. I can just explode here. If I explode and it misses Umbreon, do I lose? Not necessarily. It'll be a redirected Shadow Ball, most likely. Gengar is male as well. I could just Earthquake here. It is slow and steady. Okay, so it's a slow and steady Hypno, it has to be. So it's not Hypno 4. It has to be 1, 2, or 3. But I think the risk of Hypnosis is massive then, right? I'm in a huge amount of trouble if Umbreon dodges the explosion. Do I Thunderbolt Umbreon? Because Synchronize is also a risk there. Yeah, Hypno is slower. I think I have to Thunderbolt. This thing, I don't think, because Thunderbolt's about half as much more damage than Giga Drain is. It's 60 versus 95. I'm not sure Giga Drain will even assist on the free shot on Umbreon. I think I have to hit the I have to hit the explosion, really, for this to be safe. I think I might Thunderbolt, Giga Drain, Thunderbolt if explosion misses. I can't Earthquake. I can't let Hypno get a move in here. Yeah, due to Synchronize, but also because Umbreon is like one crit away from winning. And Umbreon also has a Bright Powder. Okay, good. There was no Synchronize, at least. Please hit it. Okay, good. Quick lore, my last big double streak, I lost to Double Team Umbreon. No type. No phrase. In hindsight, do we know anything about that Houndoom? I don't think you do. I think it could have been anything. Yeah, it could have been 2 or 4. There's nothing that rules out either of them. The problem with taking Houndoom is it just ties me down to really, really, really not being able to Earthquake safely. It is a nice addition to the type synergy of the team, but I think Starmie is way better in a vacuum. We survived the Dark type trainer when we have all Psychic and Ghost types, so maybe we'll just continue. It's Lexi. I want to see a scary Pokemon. Entei Medicham. We do know a little bit here. Like, a little bit. Because there are certain combinations that would be high risk. Also, Entei 1 and Medicham 1 would be total prep. There's also a few endurance combinations with Medicham 2 and Entei 5. Wait, who am I kidding? Surely I just explode or Earthquake. It's just a question of which one. I think the mega obvious thing to do is to Earthquake because Entei could double team. Just Earthquake, and I think I'll attack Medicham. If Fake Out comes into Claydol, how do I feel? I would rather attack Medicham. I'd rather get Medicham off the field than Entei. Starmie does not have Surf, but it doesn't really need Surf to be a solid Entei answer. T-Bolt, Earthquake. Yeah. Okay, it's not Medicham 2, because it didn't Fake Out. It is Double Team Entei. Okay, it's Medicham 1. Entei draws his Earthquake. That's annoying, but not as annoying as Focus Band. Okay. I think I repeat. I'm pretty sure I repeat here. Same exact inputs. If there's an alternative, it's swapping out Gengar. I could also consider exploding. The scary thing about exploding would be Entei critting Gengar. If Entei crits Gengar and I explode, I lose. Entei is very likely to go for another setup move, though. Either Double Team or Calm Mind. And Medicham can survive with Focus Band as well. I think I have to do the same exact inputs. Thunderbolt again, because it has the upside of paralyzing Medicham if Focus Band goes off again. And an Earthquake. Okay, no double Focus Band. That's good. Ooh, okay. So Entei's going to live Earthquake, definitely then. Entei dodges anyway. That's slightly annoying. I have to Thunderbolt the Tauros. I think there's no doubt about that. I'm getting a little bit worried about Entei at this point. Particularly if it is Entei 1, which is still somewhat likely. Can I work anything out from the hints? It can't be total prep on Tauros, so it can't be Tauros 2. I think it can be anyone. It's not leftovers as well, I guess that's obvious. Tauros 1 isn't a threat at all, but Tauros 4 would be very annoying to leave alive. Do I want to start psychicking Entei? The problem is Entei 1 could Calm Mind. No, it can't be Entei 1 because that'd be total prep. It has to be Entei 4 actually. It has to be. Okay. Let's Earthquake. I want to finish off Tauros 1, I think. It's good news that it's not Rest Entei, though. I'm at serious risk of running out of Earthquake PP if I don't hit them soon. I think I'm gonna Psychic. Yeah, that would be fun to skill swap. Levitate onto Starmie. I just don't. I kind of just need sorry, not Claydol. Gengar. Why can't I speak today? Gengar or Starmie just need to hit Entei. I don't want to Earthquake my own Starmie. I've got a bad feeling about Entei critting Gengar as well. Classic, the one that won't kill hits. Okay. No type, high risk. Okay. Does it have to be Tauros 4? It died to a -1 Earthquake into Thunderbolt. It can probably be Tauros 1 as well. I don't like Medicham 1. I don't like Entei 4 when I use it that much. I don't get as lucky with it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, that's quite annoying. The Intimidate. Like, Miltank's gonna survive Boom now. Miltank is an exceptionally unhelpful Pokemon to appear in high risk all of its sets have high risk moves, and Miltank 1 activates high risk on its own. I guess it's quite likely to be 1, but there's a lot of high risk Salamence sets. I want to explode, but I'm so worried about Salamence critting Gengar. Oh, it's very difficult to bring Starmie in here. Perhaps we just focus down Miltank and say that Starmie answers Salamence later on with Ice Beam. I will have to respond to Dragon Dance Salamence, but I can do that next turn. I think I go for Miltank now. Do I just Thunderbolt and Psychic it? Maximum damage without using Earthquake and potentially hitting Starmie? I don't know, it's pretty cowardly, right? And it can backfire against Miltank 3 as well. I think I would just swap targets next turn if it was Miltank 3, because it would uselessly use Endure. Yeah. Let's leave Salamence for endgame. I really hope it's not a Dragon Dance set. I'm just so terrified of Earthquake critting my own Starmie. It's pretty cowardly to not explode, I guess. I just don't know. I don't like giving Salamence a 1 in 16 to win. If it's a Salamence with a move that crits and kills Gengar, which is basically all of them, the only Salamence set that can't do that is 5. Every other Salamence set outspeeds Claydol and kills Gengar with a crit. No, I'm not doing it. Oh. What am I at? I'm totally in range. I'm totally in range of the next crunch. That's so annoying. It's not Salamence 2 though, because that would protect. I could leave Miltank there, because it's gonna Milk Drink. Miltank is slower than Gengar, and therefore it's not blocked, but it's possible. It's possible for it to double team, and I don't know how I feel about that. What does Claydol do, though? Do I just eat the crunch? Starmie kills Salamence next turn? It's such a big risk to switch Starmie in, because Starmie can be crit and then it's over. Yeah, let's take the end game here. The good thing about this is that Salamence is always going to target Claydol, which means I can explode. It's possible that Salamence chokes the kill. Because I'm at -1, it's possible it goes for like Dragon Claw or something, and I live. So Gengar's always living, so I might as well explode. It's -1, but it's fine, it kills Salamence. ARF. Dougie last. I should always win. That should be GG. It went for another crunch. How do I lose this? Because I just want to Giga Drain and Ice Beam. How do I lose? Because it's not Salamence 2, and it's not a Bright Powder set. I think I just win. Yeah, I just win. So high risk there was... It could have been highest Dougie. And it could have been Salamence 3, I guess. Because Double Edge is high risk. Can't tell. No type, impossible to predict. There's a case for taking the Salamence because Salamence 7 and 8 are so good. So impossible to predict is the Alakazam, Clefairy. Sorry, not Clefairy, Clefable hint. They activated on that own with Trick Skill Swap and with Metronome Follow Me, respectively. But it doesn't have to be them. It can be a combination of two others with impossible to predict moves. I am very solid into Alakazam, and I'm very solid into Clefable as well. What might be awkward is if Alakazam does trick Claydol into Choice Band Earthquake. I might be a bit careful about the damage to Starmie. Starmie does live the Choice Band Earthquake, but only just. I think I just go for it. I don't think delaying this makes sense. I don't think it's ever going to be Salamence. Because Salamence 3 is not good. Thanks, Ramses. It's Paige. Okay, that's a duo. I'm just going to have to risk the Quick Claw Crunch, most likely from Tyranitar 4. The fact that this is impossible to predict, it does suggest it's a cursed Tyranitar. It also suggests that it might be the substitute Raikou. Those two together would be impossible to predict. It's also possible the final one is impossible to predict on its own, or is another single impossible to predict activator with either Cursed T-Tar or Substitute Raikou. But most likely it's impossible to predict on both of them. Copied my team. True. Yeah, T-Tar 4 and T-Tar 9. Please don't crunch Gengar. I'm wondering if it seems the obvious target seems to be killing Raikou, but maybe I go for T-Tar. Giga Drain and Earthquake it. Because as long as Earthquake hits Raikou, Starmie can finish it off. So I'm not that worried about Raikou. The fact that Raikou 6 is the max bulk one on the physical side is so annoying, though. This is a pretty easy match if it's not Raikou 6, really. If it's not Raikou 6 and it's not a Bright Powder dodge, hard to imagine losing. Even if Quick Claw goes off, as long as I don't crit my own Starmie with Earthquake. Yeah, I think surely I go after T-Tar with Giga Drain. So T-Tar 6 might be able to live. That's a max bulk set. And T-Tar 7 can Quick Claw Curse. But T-Tar 7 is very bad against my team. God, maybe I do go for Raikou, but Raikou 6 is going to Calm Mind anyway. The Pike run ended, sadly, on Wednesday. Okay, no Quick Claw. It's totally Raikou 6, isn't it? Okay, good. Yeah, it's Raikou 6. Okay. It's going to rest. Unless it sees a kill on Gengar. Oh, that's going to be close. 245. It's modest with no investment. And it's 6 IV. I'm probably in range. We'll kill the Pike run. Status, like basically a combination of status into double team with a Metagross and Alakazam while Tauros was burned, and then I didn't get healed, and then Lucy beat me. I think it was T-Tar 7. I feel like T-Tar 6 lives. The only way to lose this is to Glalie 2, surely. And I can stop Glalie from exploding by killing Raikou. I guess... There's a chance that Blizzard rolls highest damage on Glalie 3 onto Clado, I guess. That would be the major way to lose if I decide to get rid of Raikou now. But Starmie is fast and it'd have to double freeze. Okay. I mean, it's going to trap itself and endure anyway, in the sand. How long was that? 55 minutes. Honestly, probably played it a little bit slow. It was quite an easy round. Yeah, let's go straight back in. Okay, it's a weather spec. Lapras 6 to narrow it down further. Nope. Lapras 7 in doubles. Okay. I guess maybe in the back. Maybe. Okay. Definitely not opposed to Tauros. Nidoking. Okay. My knee-jerk reaction is poor man's tower doubles with the Latias Taurus combination. No Earthquake, but I don't really need it. Base 110 is so fast, even without any investment. Vape, okay. It's considerably better in level 50 than it is in level 100. I think a T-Tower is pretty damn common. The fact that it's doubles and they send out 2 Pokemon at the start, it's even more likely you won't be able to make use of the Endure Reversal. We got Shell Armor. It's a tricky one, I'm not sure. I think I like the Intimidate being in the lead too much to not do it. Even though that gives up the Earthquake Levitate combo. But Tauros switching into Nidoking is fine, and Latias switching into Nidoking is okay unless it's Ice. I could also lead Tauros Nidoking and put Latias in the back. It's not terrible. But I think I like the option of Thunder Waving before Nidoking comes out, to force Nidoking to be fast and stuff. Of course, Lumber is always an issue. Endure is almost protected at level 50, but at level 100 with the Tyranitar running around. Like, if T-Tar's in the game, this clicks Fake Out, and then it's kind of sad, right? I could go Medicham 2 Tauros lead, put Latias in the back, maybe. I also don't have to bring Latias 6. It just feels like I should. It's also not terrible to bring Vaporeon. I would rather put Vaporeon in when it's no longer doubles. I don't know. This Medicham set always divides players in terms of how much they like it or not. It's a weather spec. That's another factor here. So maybe I don't want to bring Vaporeon because of how many Thunder users there are. Also, Sunny Day Solar Beam is a bit of a problem. I wish I could bring Lapras stalls out so many things. The problem with Lapras is that I'm not sure how I feel about maneuvering it in early. It does no support. It's not like Lapras 8. It's got no support option apart from killing them. So put Latias in slot 2. For the Levitate glitch. I feel like it's this. This feels much more solid to me. I need to be a tiny bit careful about an enemy water endgame 1v1 against Nidoking. But I should be able to prevent that with Double Edge and Dragon Claw. I think it's these 3, yeah. Ludicolo, okay. See, Ludicolo can be quite a few sets in weather. It's most likely it's the Fundu Raikou, though. Thunder Raikou should be broken because it's fast. Yes. So Thunder Raikou is always going to use Rain Dance or Double Team on turn 1. It's guaranteed. The slight wrinkle in this is that if I Double Edge Raikou and then Latias misses it, The recoil damage that Taurus does to itself puts it in thunder range. Also, if I hit it with double edge, I put it below 40%, and then it's no longer broken. It's no longer guaranteed to go double team and rain dance before anything else. Double rain dance is somewhat likely here. It is. Well, it's not really true. The Ludicolo double team sets are very likely to double team. I need to think about what Swift Swim Ludicolo would do as well. At least Swift Swim Ludicolo 1. There's a tiny chance it's Ludicolo 2, I guess. I don't think I'm going to play around that, though. I might Rock Tomb Raikou. Rock Tomb and potentially Mist Ball. The downside of Mist Ball is that I kind of want to kill it. And I don't want to rely on Rock Tomb hitting. I think it's probably either Rock Tomb Dragon Claw or Thunderbolt Mist Ball. I don't think there's any other way around it is. I don't think it's double edge. And I think the fact that it could be Raikou 1, I think it's better to use Rock Tomb. Thanks, Ramses. Thanks for subbing. Okay, let's go for it. I think I'm always doing it this way. I'm not very worried about Ludicolo with Nidoking in the back. I tell you what I could do. I could just double edge anyway. And then I switch Taurus into Nidoking on the Thunder. Like, how much recoil damage am I taking? Because Raikou 2 is 293 HP. I won't kill it, though. Too much. Too much to make it a roll? I'm not sure. Just hit the Rock Tomb. I could also T-Wave it, I guess. Okay, that was quite likely, yeah. That's annoying, but I'm pretty sure it's not below 40%, so it should be forced to rain dance now at least. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so in the back is a well, it could be another Weathermon. We don't know anything about the Backmon. It's Rhydon. Okay. What's hilarious about this is that even now, I'm not sure Taurus actually clicks Surf because of the nerf damage. Like, we probably don't do much more than half. I want to try and play around the Quick Claw. I'm just not sure how I do that. I don't want to switch very much. I think I do switch though. I'm worried about Rhydon 2. Rhydon 2 runs special defense, so it would live the Dragon Claw. If I switch and I Dragon Claw Rhydon 2 can punish that quite badly. Perhaps I do just Surf anyway. Let's assume it's Rhydon 2 and play from there. No Quick Claw. Okay, it's not Rhydon 2. Okay, so now we're all in on killing Ludicolo. I think I'm putting in Nidoking ASAP, because Nidoking can't be hit by Toxic, and I can obviously switch out of Leech Seed for the foreseeable future. And Nidoking also does way more damage than Latias does. It is possible for me to lose this still. Okay, it's big. One more time. One more time. Come on. Okay, nice going, Tauros. High risk, okay. I mean, small temptation to take Ludicolo over Nidoking, but I think that's very disrespectful for Nidoking. Yeah, they really love using double team. They really love it, particularly at high health. It takes a while for them to go off it. Sizzle's a surprisingly annoying opponent, isn't it? I think I have to kill Executor because Explosion is such a big risk. And is high risk, high return as well. I think I have to get rid of Executor. I guess the good news is that it's quite likely to be Sizzle 1 or 3 because it's high risk. And Sizzle 1 and 3 are not the deadly Swords Dance sets. Also, Nidoking's a decent Scizor answer, even if it is Scizor 2. What is the best way of dealing with Egg? Because I need to think about the potential of Bright Powder and the potential of Explosion. It might be better to Mist Ball and Double Edge. Because if Double Edge misses but Mist Ball doesn't, it's still above half then. Rain boosted Surf and unmissable Thunders on Nido. Not sure what you mean, Ramses. Ludicolo. If it was Ludicolo 1, which has Surf, it could have been good against Nidoking, yeah. But we saw double team, so we know it was Ludicolo 3 or 4. But yeah, Surf isn't great in doubles. Does that make sense? Double Edge and Miss Ball in case Double Edge misses. I think it does. I really don't want to have this explode on me, if possible. And getting the Spadef drop, not Spadef, getting the special attack drop on Egg 1 and 4 is also quite good anyway. Okay, it's definitely, yeah, that's definitely Egg 2 or 4. Warlord? Counter, okay. So it could be high risk Warlord if it was set to, yeah. Kill the Pokemon that could be Quick Claw Fisher, I guess. Not scared of Sizzle 1 really at all. Oh, nice crit. Okay. That's the end of the match then. Wow, another crit. Tauros is doing a great job. Great job. Water. Water, no phrase. Okay. There was no information about that warlord. I don't think it would ever have mattered anyway. It's alright. It takes a little bit of time to get used to doubles, don't worry. Okay. I'm probably going to have to immediately kill Gramble. It's quite likely to be Gramble 1 or 4, because it's not high risk. I think I have to kill Gramble. I want to be careful about Quagsire as well. Quagsire could be a quiet threat here, particularly if it goes for Curse. If a moderator in chat wants to do predictions, it can happen, but I'm not interfering with my stream, I don't think, for that. And I could just kill Quagsire as well. I think I'd rather kill Gramble. That was my overwhelming feeling. I think Lapras is coming back. Lapras 7 in the back. If it's Lapras 7, it's no high risk on either Mondo. On the opening. Okay. Not certain I kill it. I think I just take out Tentacool instead then, because I'm not certain about the kill on Quagsire. And it's not cursed Quagsire, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Focus Band Counter, the classic. Rock type, high risk, Mr. Tyranitar. I mean, to be honest, there are so many high risk rock types that it doesn't have to be Tyranitar at all. I think. Is there a rock type without a high risk move? A Shuckle, okay. Shuckle appears as I said that, okay. It's fairly likely to be an explosion enemy, yeah. Does Maldo have a double edge? But it's only one double edge, right? And Credillia has Mirror Coat. Yeah, high risk rock is probably more common than no phrase rock, I would guess. Anyway, I've completely lost the thread of what I was talking about before. We saw Quag 1, and then we didn't see anything else. Oh, we don't need Quag, it's fine. It's fine. It's Logan. Logan's back on Sunday. Okay. Golem, not a surprise. The Intimidator's nice. So Facade is high risk, Double Edge is high risk. That's it for Artie. Golem 4 is high risk on its own, and the others are all high risk. Golem 4 is very likely, yeah. This might be a surf moment. It really might be a surf moment. How do I feel about Ice Beam crits? Because if it's an invested Articuno, it's also going to be a problem for Nidoking. Particularly if it's... I mean, Articuno 1 would be the nightmare, right? Because it's faster than Nidoking. So Articuno 1 crits Tauros. I'm then in serious trouble. Articuno 1 should be Icy Winding, though. I think the worst case scenario here is just Explosion. An Explosion should also kill Articuno. Bright Powder, Explosion will be very funny, of course. And there's a rock type in the back. So, unless that's Aero, I'm quite happy for the Explosion line. Well, I'm not happy, but it should be okay. I think I just kill Golem here. The calling to use Rock Tomb is strong, but I think we need to kill Golem. Weirdly, even Golem 2 I think I'd want to get rid of here, just to reduce the variance. Earthquake, that's not a surprise. So we know it's a Quick Claw Golem, which doesn't narrow it down at all. Please, please. Dude! RT3 would have used Protect. If that's RT1, I'm going to be so pissed off. It's quite likely to be a high-risk Aggron, I guess. This better be Articuno 6. Because if it's Articuno 1, I'm actually in huge trouble. Play to win. Sludge Bomb the Articuno. I think I need to be aware of the... It can't be Aggron 1 and 4. Those are both Quick Claw. I might have to be more aware of the Aggron 3 endgame versus Latias being surprisingly not that good for me. It is a female Aggron as well. But I think it has to be killing Articuno is the best idea here. I didn't think Ice Beam into Tauros was like a real threat. I really kind of dismissed it after mentioning it once, but I guess I might have spoken it into existence. The one good news about Articuno 1 is it really, really, really should Icy Wind on the following turn. But I'm not sure I trust Latias to kill it over 2 turns. It's too bulky. I definitely don't want to try and T-Wave it. The one thing going for me is that the Aggron Latias endgame is very good for me, at least. I definitely don't have to Earthquake here. I'm going to damage calc Articuno 6 versus Nidoking 303. Okay, that's not good news. I definitely have to attack Articuno, there's no doubt. Yep. The Mistball is half making me think about it. Because it's pretty much a 50... It's not a 50-50, it's much more likely to be Articuno 6 as a thing. But it's gonna rest. It's gonna rest even if it lives. I think I Dragon Claw. It's Articuno 1, I don't believe it. Bruh, you were... Articuno 1 didn't go for Icy Wind. What is the chance of that? %72% for score +2. I had that against Tauros and Latias. And it also, not only did it 8%, it also chose to target Tauros over Latias with Ice Beam. If it had gone for Latias, I would have been fine, obviously. Oh, Jesus. And it was high risk as well. Okay, so I need this to be... Aggron free. I need Aggron free to, like, Fire Blast the Nidoking slot. Honestly, Blizzard isn't terrible. Aggron 2 would be really bad, though. It would go for the Thunder Wave. Yeah, that's really, really bad because I don't even get the Icy Wind turn now. If that wasn't Thunder Wave, I would be Icy Winded here, so I would at least survive this turn. But now it's going to go for Ice Beam. It's going to go for Ice Beam and Rock Slide. So I need Rock Slide to miss, I guess. It's pretty over. It's pretty over. No, okay. God, doubles is just so brutal. Me study? Not very likely to see. Logan, why? Why, Logan? Well, let me complain about the RNG quickly. Articuno Golem. I think it's fine to get rid of Golem immediately. I could have gone for the Rock Tomb. I also could have gone for the Double Edge. I maybe I should have gone for the Double Edge and the Dragon Claw, but I've just... like, a blank Articuno there. And against Articuno 6, I was fine because Nidoking is faster. So Articuno 6 dies right now, but instead it's Articuno 1. And Aggron is easily beaten by Latias in a 1v1, but it's just over. It's pretty damn unlucky. What was in the draft that I almost took? There was a Vaporeon. Vaporeon would have been pretty good there. But I don't think it was correct to take Vaporeon. No, I think it was fine. I now have an awkward amount of time. 80 is not a bad streak. I have an awkward amount of time now. Do I go and do more tower? As punishment for losing, go and do more tower. Pyramid. I don't think I'm doing pyramid. Seeded factory, I don't have that set up. Listen, the punishment for losing needs to be tower. The punishment for losing always has to be tower. That's the only way I'll ever do my tower streak. Otherwise I'll just procrastinate it forever. One round of Pyramid for fun. I do not find Pyramid fun. I think it is by far the worst facility. I will eventually have to do Pyramid. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, tower. We're at 315. The misery continues as there's no goal. I just want to do a few rounds of tower. There is a goal, I guess, which is don't lose. What do you do if you lose in the tower? Retire, probably. Elaine is set for. Yeah, probably retire. And now you freeze me? No. I need to wait for the cross drop Loki. I can use cross drop over Surf. Perfect. So now it's guaranteed to go for cross drop, and I guaranteed to go Latias. And now it's going to Ice Beam. I go back. And it's a good thing that Natural Cure exists. And it crits me. And I go back. And I'm getting Scarm because I do need to have Latias switch into another move after that as well. And now the real fun begins. One Ice Beam me. There we go. Okay, that's the last Ice Beam. Ideally, I switch Latias into Surf. I don't think Aerial Ace crit would kill at 120. But I also want to heal Skarm, actually. It's... Of course. Please don't crit struggle too often. God, this thing really is a crit machine, isn't it? I do want the substitute because there are a few things in the back which do survive Dragon Claw potentially on the Z4 roster, even at 21 IV. Like that. We'll attempt to crit it for a little bit. Nice, okay. Don't have to wait for all of that. If it had broke the sub, we would have had to switch. Double T-bolt. I'll have to run out of T-bolt. If it's also got Fire Punch, I'll have to run it out of that as well. It is possible for Latias to directly set up on this, but it risks losing the Lumberry on the switch-in. It is Fire Punch. It is Gengar 5, right? It can also be 7 with the D-Bond. Yeah, okay, true. Nice crit. Does only have Fire Punch at this point. That is quite annoying. So if it is 5, I will have to probably go back. Honestly, I'll probably go back if it's 7 as well. Risking to burn twice is not great. Okay, it's 5. You know what, I'm gonna try and do this now. Just have to be careful of the Shadow Ball crit into Shadow Ball crit if I don't properly reset the sub. So Hex Maniac, which is Ghost Poison Dark. Is Dorothy set to? She is. I'm slowly getting the hang of them. Stay in once, I guess. I... It's gonna T-Wave, though. Okay. It just dies, apparently. That does surprise me. I have to check for 2. Fire Punch is 2. I don't want to waste any PP on Surf stalling. I want the PP for Ice Beam and Fire Punch. I got burned right now, it would be a problem. Latias does survive the Ice Beam crit if I have to switch on that. Yeah, I think Arcade, if you're good at hitting the stop button, the Arcade is easier than the tower. That's a big if. It's not easy. Honestly, the stall out doesn't seem that safe. It never does. It doesn't need that many crits to run me out of substitute PP. This is why we play Latias instead of Latios. Play on phone. Okay. That doesn't sound easy, no. With Ice Beam out of PP, I don't have to stay in. But I'm just doing it to protect Lum. Nice crit. At this point, it's allowed to status me. It wouldn't be a disaster. Okay, so what? It's got 3 Fire Punches left. I switched on turn 2. 11. No, I didn't torment it. It's just out. Yes. Okay. Right, none of those crit, so we're good to go. Sceptile. Jump Pluff. Right. Actually quite dangerous. I do need to protect, even if it is Flareon 2. That is Overheat. Do I stay in for the potential of Double Edge crit? I think I kind of have to. Quickly check Flareon 4. Okay, so Flareon 4 always actually goes for double the Sunny Day here. Okay, that's good to know. It is taking a lot of recoil doing this. Please use double edge. I mean, not double edge, use the... It's the quick claw, okay. Okay, good. We are now safe. I need to be careful about the Shadow Ball crits as well, though, with Quick Claw. I think Flareon's going to die to its own struggles. It took too much recoil damage hitting Blissey, so I actually can't set up on this anymore. Which means it might be better to just Whirlwind right now. I don't know, I might be able to sort it out. It's possible. But it has to be out of Shadow Ball for it to be safe. Right, let's attempt. Final Sunday and final double edge. I'm at no control over the struggle crits. This would be all of my protect PP gone if I go on every struggle though. It's a big crit. I might have to go at like... I might have to go at like +2, which would be okay. Just wouldn't be ideal. Immediately crit Latias. Okay, that's so annoying. Give me the boost. It can also quick claw. It's tricky, isn't it? Got a nasty feeling that this might be breaking as the Flareon faints as well. But even if I attack, it can quick claw first. We're at +2, which is not enough to sweep most of the time, but it is a battle girl. It's psychic. It's not psychic. It's fighting and fire types. Enough fire types which are a little bit squishy on the special side. Right, let's go now. +3 is not a full setup, obviously, but... Okay, Ninetales is pretty damn bulky. It's quite likely to be a Confuse Ray on this turn. I just think I go up to +4 and kill it. Yeah, let's cut it short here. Medicham. Bum, bum, bum. It's Jackson who wants shell armor. Okay. Jackson is always set 4. I just want to not be leech seeded on Latias, that's all I want. can be Swift Swim, but even if it is Swift Swim, I'm still faster than it. Right, powder. Okay. Gonna static me as well? Nope. I need shell armor. That's a facilities player right there. T-Tar lead, okay. And Leighton is any set. Let's see what you've got. Let's see what you've got. That's annoying. Okay. I'm in just in so much trouble if it is 1 or 2. T-Tar 1 and 2 put so much pressure on Blissey with Earthquake. And honestly, T-Tar 4 isn't much better. It might have to be Torment immediately. The problem is T-Tar 4 is just never safe, right? It's never safe. I have to get rid of Crunch and Ice Beam, and it's very likely going to hold on to its Ice Beam PP for at least 40 turns. Even if I open up with a Torment. I could switch to Blissey and switch back. That will reveal whether or not it's T-Tar 4. I think I have to do that. If it's T-Tar 1 and 2, I probably am going to go for the Torment. T-Tar 4, I need to... I don't know what I do against T-Tar 4. Like, T-Tar 4, I probably do Torment anyway. It's just so annoying because the T-Tar 4 Crunch Speed F drop from Quick Claw is a really, really difficult thing to play around. Would I really Whirlwind? I probably would. I probably would Whirlwind T-Tar 4. Yeah, I would. T-Bolt. Okay. Slide, okay. That obviously proves that it is definitely 2. Just don't miss. Okay. You think Bev Crowley uses AI? This song is 6 years old, I think. You can waste a Rock Slide or Crunch PP here for free. And now it's going to T-Bolt, okay. This is a little bit unsafe. Because once it paralyzes, it can also flinch with Rock Slide. I do need to growl it very soon. Probably now. That Speed F drop is actually quite important. Okay, payback from my miss. If I growl again, it's going to start crunching over Rock Slide or Earthquake on this as the strongest move. It's already doing that, actually. Okay. It's definitely doing it now. Do I want to reset the special defense situation? It's not urgent yet, really. Oh, you do so much damage to me, Titar. It might have been better to just kill this with Seismic, honestly. Okay. I've run so low on PP doing this. But I have to do it. I can't let her have crunch PP left for Latias. Nice crit. I have to stay in for this then. Nice miss. Ideally, I also run it out of the last 7 Thunderbolts. I wish you hadn't done that on that turn. It's guaranteed though, right? It's guaranteed. That's so annoying. It's not guaranteed, okay. I'm so low. Go Scum now. Getting hit by Destroys doesn't matter. How do I properly heal from this? Titar's not going to kill itself, it's fine. I'd like to be as healthy as possible. It is Leighton. It's just the Bliss Secret I'm concerned about. It's going to do a lot. Dude, leave me alone. The good news is that there should always be a win at the end of it. Because this is a Bright Powder T-Tower as well. There's no Bright Powder in the back. God, this T-Tower is such a menace. It's the sand. It's the sand more than anything else. It's just so tricky to deal with properly. Given I'm in sand, I definitely want to be as healthy as possible. Okay, nice. Well, it's not 4 or 5, so I'm not too concerned. Worst case scenario, it's a Quick Claw. No. Okay, one more. Paid a price for losing. Forced to do 2 sets of tower. I believe this is a starter spammer. It is. Okay. I have to check for pump. It is pump. It's really, really not great. Let's see a V-Breeze. Don't crit me. Honestly, it's probably growl over substitute every time anyway. If I growl once, Earthquake and Hydro Pump tie for strongest move quite often. I could just go Latias here on the Earthquake. But I kind of need to know if it's 4 or 3 before I do that. Okay. It is going to run out of all of its pumps now that it's been growled twice, and that makes Hydro Pump stronger than Earthquake. It might be optimal to go to Latias right now, you know. It sounds quite paranoid, and it is, but I'm a bit worried about Crunch crits but F drop into another crit on Latias. Slide. I'm waiting for Crunch, I think. There we go. It's a starter train. I don't think I'm specifically scared of anything. Apart from the general fear of White Powder Quick Claw. Focus Band as well, I guess. I go all out. Okay. Dawn. It's the attractor. Male Jolteon. God damn it. There's a tiny chance that this goes badly, badly wrong for Blissey. Jolteon 1 is faster than Latias. So I do need to run it out of all of its T-waves, really. We're almost in the clear. So close. I just need another softball. There we go. Blissey should now never die. Even crit, 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 crit would be not enough. Yeah, it's gonna, is it gonna spam Attract or T-Wave first? It's gonna, actually it's gonna go Protect, isn't it? It's gonna go Protect. We'll just abuse Natural Cure, I think. I need to stay in this time paralyzed, really. This isn't going to work. It's going to run out of a track too quickly. Oh, you just double T-wave for no reason. Okay. I might as well stay in then. It is quite important that I'm not paralyzed in Skarm. I think it's worth the chesto. You only know the Weird Al Yankovic version of this. You've heard word crimes, not blurred lines. That's very funny. That is one of Weird Al's better songs as well. I probably do wait for the break, right? Oh, okay, immediate crit, sure. No crit? Okay, it's time to go. This should be an easy match. I hope you're right. Mime. Okay. Psychic. So it's not Mime 3, that would always trick. Mime 4 would always T-Bolt. Mime 1 would always fake out. It actually has to be Mime 2, which is the Baton Pass set, which is a tricky thing to deal with. I think I just go straight to Latias. I can't let it Baton Pass the Psych Up boosts. Latios, okay. Bright Powder Latios, okay. Raikou. It's Medicham 4, it has to be. Set 4. Slider, okay. I'm at no real risk on Skarm, unless I get badly, badly haxed. Like that. I do want to go Blissey, but I definitely want to wait for Mega Kick to be out of PP. Still no more Mega Kick. It's got 2 left. Mega Kick? No Mega Kick again. The drop is really annoying. It's guaranteed to be Psychic, actually, isn't it? There's the final Mega Kick. Okay, I can now go to Blissey. Struggle Crit would also do a lot. I don't want to stay in on for a potential struggle crit on Blissey. It does too much damage to Metasham. Is it worth my remaining Protect PP to do it on all of them? Probably not. Surely you wouldn't crit too many struggles. Why does Twitch think you're a bot? No one's actually watching the game, true. That does a lot more than I thought. It is at -2, which should offset huge power. It was definitely correct to put Blissey out, actually. It's fine. Even if it Quick Claw crits me, it's not going to get past Blissey. It's dead anyway. Yeah. Old enough for this song. I don't know what you mean. You don't have to be any age for any song. You're judging my auto playlist. A tiny bit careful about the crits on this one as well. Just like that. Thanks for proving my point. Like, Latias would have to get so unlucky to fail this. Okay. I've got a huge amount of time then. Stop critting me. Air Ace crit actually does kill me. That's so triggering. Nice. No crit. Okay, yeah, that actually happened before. I am very favoured to kill that Vaporeon, but it's fine. We can restall. It's only going to take, like, quite a bit of time. This must be the 7th Circle of Hell, right? Playing this for thousands of games. If you just had to PP stall one thing like you do in Gen 4, it would be one thing, but in Gen 3 you have to restall way too often. Everyone believes. It's fine. The bite crit won't do much more than 200 to Latias. I can probably go quite soon. Bite is like 25 PP anyway. It's so tricky to get this out of Raw. God, it's quite tempting to Whirlwind actually, but it's definitely wrong. It sounds ridiculous, but I might actually need some of that Growl PP later. It's okay, it's almost out of bite. The Raw cycle doesn't matter very much. It's gonna have 8 struggles on Raw. So as long as I keep Blissey out of that, it's fine. Probably. Oh my god, is it gonna be dead? I ain't gonna have to protect on the struggles. Okay, now we got the sink in. One more. Now Raw me into Scum. so much optimization just to try and get these protects on struggle. Wow, I'm getting rewarded for it as well. This is so dumb. I've won every 50-50. I've won this one as well. Unlucky. That's like nothing though. This is so dumb. It's like Scam again. I was doing so well on the coin flips. Roar me into Latias, please. Oh no, it's out. It's out. It's out. Freaking Xatu last. So none of that was needed. That's really bad news. The real thing I need to avoid here is the pressure arrow, but it's not pressure because it activates on switching, so it actually is Rockhead. I am fine. I just need to stop the back-to-back, it's fine. Go on, crit me. It's over at this point anyway. Bites doesn't break Latias's sub. I think I do need to run us out of the final double edges though. It's enough of a risk for Latias. It's out. Oh, nice crit. Go on, back to back. But a small chance. Disappointing arrow. Nowhere near enough crits. After all that damage against Blissey as well. Don't you dare roar. Okay, that's fine. Scissor's quite dangerous, but that's not careful, Scissor. Actually, it is. It is careful to lift double. It's 4. The single drop doesn't matter. It's the double that I have to play around, really. There's the double. I'm just thinking if I switch and burn, I probably do need to heal first. And now I go. In case I switch into a burn. If Blissey gets burned now, I'll have to go Latias early. I don't have enough PP to outlast everything on Substitute alone. I think I can go down to 8, that's not a problem, but lower than that is for future matchups. Do you have a favourite way to order the moves? Honestly, the major motivation is that the first move is a move that I don't mind misclicking. Because I play on speed up so much. And it's also the move that I'm most likely to click if I switch in an endgame stall scenario. At this point, I don't care if I get burned. Okay, there it goes. It might be best to put Scarm in. and risk the Fire Punch crit burn. But I'll at least wait to be burned before I decide that. Yeah, there's the burn. Okay. I'm actually not going to stay in. I don't want to get crit by struggle. Wow, it's over. God, that was painful. Very slowly getting there. Not really. I think the aim is to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I didn't misspeak there. I think it really is going to take like a year to do this streak. Even playing for hours every week, even playing with like times 20 speed up, just takes so long. Yeah, so we lost in factory, which is a shame, but at least we didn't lose in tower. I'd rather lose in factory than tower. And then tomorrow I'll play the factory single streak. We'll continue from 175 on YouTube. And another year to get. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I appreciate that some people haven't watched me for very long, but I'm quite burned out on tower. I've been playing this for years. I'm not sure if I can go much further, really. But we'll see. Well, requires having no life. Yeah, I'll retire from my job. Retire from my day job just to play tower all day. Yeah. It's what's crazy to me is that I've only done like 330 battles. It feels like a lot more than that. Is anyone playing Frontier? Nothing on Discord. Oh yeah, let's. Okay, so it's now work. Discord is now like fully working again. Okay. Hypno Sharks playing Platinum. I don't know. I would normally raid Hypno Shark here, but I want to just go to bed. So I'm probably just gonna go. Good luck, factory tomorrow. Thanks. We're at the point in factory singles though. I don't mind if I lose. I really don't mind. It might be coming towards the end of factory for Gen 3 for a while. Yeah, I might have to speed up the speed on Gen 3 factory. I mean Gen 3 tower. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you later.